Hey everyone. So I don't have an example to show you what I'm making today because I haven't made them yet. This is strictly off the cuff. I am hoping to make some little journaling cards. And my friend Judy, who needs some prayers right now, we could do unspoken prayer request, sent me these that she had gotten at a secondhand shop, and they were already cut in these sizes and in these really neat little sheet protectors. I mean, it's nice, and this is nice card, and somebody really took their watercoloring seriously, and I liked that it was all set up for me. So she sent it to me. She said, maybe I could figure out something to do with it. And these are some stamps that I've looked all over this house for. Again, Lord came through. These are by Global Land, vintage something, flowering, I'm assuming, papercraft. Maybe it says on the front. Nope, does not. They were not as big as I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be like bookmark size, but they're smaller than that, and I think they're really cute. I was hoping they were about the size. Look at that. Perfect. They are. And honestly, they're about the size of two of these. I wonder, maybe I'll just put one on there though. We'll see how this goes. So I've got my watercolor pencils. I've got my spray bottle water here. And we're just going to start playing. And my intention for today was I was going to show you, I think I'm going to spray these with water, just lightly. Because I didn't bring in a little water thing to dip my pencils in. So I'll start this way. So I'm going to do some bright because I want to put them in the bright journal. And then I'm going to try my hand at doing some maybe a little bit grungier. And we're not going to do very many. This won't be a very long video, I'm hoping. Because my last video was way longer than it needed to be. And I'm sorry for that. I thought I could cut it down a lot more than I did. So I am sorry that it was so long. So I'm just gonna, this is some kind of pink or purple. And I'm just gonna go and start working that. Just mixing colors. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab my watercolor pen or water pen. Because I don't want these soaking wet. I hope they'll be dry and we can try one by the time this video is done. I mentioned, I don't know, someone said you could get these at the Dollar Tree. Now, I haven't found them at the Dollar Tree, but that's not to say you won't. My Dollar Tree doesn't have a big variety of things. So, you might check that out. I think I'm going to have to wet my pencil. It's not really wanting to move. Because I was using these the other day, and they were really showing some vibrant color. They were beautiful. They are beautiful. I'm just not getting them wet enough, I don't think. I'm going to use my finger and try to move that around a little bit. And I know this is not the right procedure, I'm sure. I'm not experienced with watercoloring. I just like it. I think it's fun. I love to watch the colors move. There we go. Not much on that. Didn't much happen, but I like it. Okay. Let's spray this one again. It's probably dry by the time I got done messing around with that one. I'm going to do a more of grungy colors. Are there grungy color flowers? Surely there are. Well, like wheat out in the field, those wheat looking flowers or stems, or I don't know what they are. Neat. What they are. And I'm just putting different colors in here. I'm not even trying to make a picture. I'm just putting colors. Maybe some orange. We need some orange, don't we? I was going to tell you, those of you that have watched my channel, and I meant to leave more white spots. I'm going to do that on the next one. That watch my channel and have for a while, you know that my way is just, I just cut jokes. I don't mean anything by it. I don't think I'm a total loser. That's just how I am. And I'm thinking, at this late stage in life, that's not going to change. I I find humor in my faults. Everybody has faults. There's nothing wrong with saying it, acknowledging it, trying to pretend that I know what I'm doing when I don't. I think that'd be silly. So please know, I don't hate myself. I I think I'm all right. Uh, Spray some more water. This probably isn't the right way to do it, but I don't care. Okay. Ooh, man, that's pretty. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to use some of my other ones. I was just using these because they were hot off the press, and I wanted to see how well they worked. My friend Laura, she's going to for sure tell me what I'm doing wrong here, and that's okay because I need her to. She's she's an artist in the form of drawing. She's a really good drawer. Well, she can do anything. That's just how she is. And that's all right. Everybody has their own deal. But oh, back to what I was saying, everybody also has faults. No matter how great, you still have faults. And in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with teasing about them. And like I said, this late stage in life, I'm probably not going to change. I appreciate those people that care about me and think that, you know, I'm being too hard on myself or whatever. Please know, I'm just kidding. I mean, there's some truth to it, yes. I fall over air. I can't find half my stuff. I'm very unorganized. I want to be organized. But I'm not upset about it. I mean, it's not getting me down. I still sleep. All right. I don't think this is going quite how I'm imagining it. I think I'm really just coloring on a... Maybe I'll use some of these instead. Ooh, you know what? These are watercolors too. Watercolor markers. Let's use some of them. Maybe I'll get some more grungy out of that. Get more stuff happening. Boy, that's pretty. I'm liking that. But as I've said before also, I have 3 brothers. And so I'm not... I like the browns and greens. I don't know why. I just think they're pretty. So, you know, it's going to be hard to hurt my feelings. I just don't want you to think, you know, don't be upset for me. I'm not upset. But at the same time, I think it's okay to make light of your shortcomings, or it is for me. Okay? I'm good with it. We'll see what we get from this. Maybe nothing. I gotta say though, on this, I really wish I could talk to Laura because she could tell me what I did wrong. Maybe I got it too wet. I'm not sure. I'm gonna make one more that's colorful, and then I don't know if I finished my thought at the beginning of this video. The intent of the video was to show you why I can't tell you where I get most of my stamps. People ask, where'd you get your stamp and whatever, and I unfortunately don't know. I've explained before that And the reason I used one that I actually knew, it just came in the mail, so I knew where I got it. As I've explained before, ooh, now see, this is working like I'm wanting. Maybe it just takes trial and error. As I explained before for the third time, I got a lot of them from a lady who was, I think, a seller of stamps. And she was getting rid of all of her things. She's not able to craft anymore. And see how it's leaving those ridges? Is that my paper maybe isn't that good, or what's happening? Why is that doing that? Or is it my pencils? Laura, please help. So back to the lady with all the stamps. Most of them were block stamps. And I, in one of my moments, so I'm going to get everything organized, I took them all off. Well, that didn't work out for me. And I'll show you what I did, oh gosh, it took forever. I did it for a really long time, and I just finally got sick of it. I was putting them in binders, and I was labeling them and, stamping where I would see what they look like, and ugh, I'm not happy with that. That didn't work out for me. And I'm going to show you, I've made 5 of them. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to dab this one off. I got a little wet. What kind of system I was going for. And I saw the inspiration for that system to do it in a binder from 49 Dragonflies, I believe it is. I think she did it a long time ago. And so I was going to try to do that because her system, I mean, it just looked like that would work for me. Also, I've said, not every system works for everybody. It just depends on how you are, how much stuff you have, how your memory works. Like, how do you remember? Do you remember when you see a stamp, do you think, oh, that's Sam Poole, or oh, that's Tim Holtz, or I don't. Really, I don't think I have enough memory to do it that way. I do it more by maybe pattern. So I'm going to show you what I've got, and then if you can give me some ideas. There was a lady that said on one of the other videos that she put her stamps and dies, I think she said both, in bins, in plastic folders, which I have some. I'm going to show them to you. And then put them in bins and on a rolling cart, so she, could always have it next to her. Or, move it next to her or whatever. And honestly, I think that's a fantastic idea. I really hope that's what I'm going to go for. I want bins. I'm going to put them in these plastic sleeves or packets, whatever you call them, and have it on this roll cart. But my problem is I don't know really how to sort them. So I'm going to show you what I have. So I'm going to have to show you a different way. So this is currently what I have been doing. I've been as I take them out of that book. I didn't have them all in the book. There's still some even on my kitchen counter. I put them in these file folders. I was doing it by design because that's how my mind worked, was, okay, go to the flower ones, go to the ones that have words or abstract. But as you can see, I just have these big full things. Now there's no rhyme or reason. I've mixed them up so much. This was how I started my process. I was putting them in these binders, in these sleeves, and putting them together that way. Like, here are all my words. I'm sorry about the glare. All my words and different things. Well, you can see I've got most of them taken back out because that was not working. Because they were hard to get out of the sleeves for me. And I wanted something more accessible. which brings me back to the little pockets. And these pockets, these big green ones, I got from Temu. And they would probably be really good. They seem sturdy. But as you know, I'm really hard on things. And I just shove stuff in there. And maybe that's what you're going to tell me. If you take better care of your things, it would be easier to keep them neat. I'm not sure. At this point, I'm kind of willing to try anything. But so, through all the wear and tear of moving and shoving them different places, they're tearing. And that's, like I said, if you were someone that keeps better care of your things, that's probably, you know, I'd say they're sturdy enough to work great for you. Not sure why I laid those out. They're still wet. So I ordered some more packets. This one has a variety of sizes. I seen another lady, she used these kind for her stamp storage, and she seemed very organized and like she knew what she was doing. And I can't remember her name, but she kept them by the designer, I believe, or by in the set that they came in. And you know, I don't understand a lot of the sets, especially the Sampool ones. I love those, but you might have a flower, a ledger page, and a bunch of signatures. Well, if I'm flipping through looking for a signature, how many different things am I going to have to go to? Am I going to remember that, oh yeah, she has a lot of signatures, or that person does signatures with their, you know what I'm saying? I need something for my mind that's not going to be so difficult, I think. Maybe I'm making it too difficult. Not really sure. But, like I say, I got this, and it has just different sizes. It has small ones and bigger ones of these little pockets. And I envision that I'm going to do some kind of an organization. But I don't know how to put them together. What do I put them by? Do I put them by words? Do I put them by flowers? It's beyond the point that I can put them by the creator, or, you know, whoever made them. I don't think I can get them. I don't think I can remember who did what. If I could, I would be able to answer, you know, like, where'd you get that? Oh, you know. So anyway, I got that for my stamps. I also ordered this, but I think this is more going to be for my dies. Really neat. Because it has these little panels. No, maybe it is stamps. It has these little panels that you can stick them to. Now, I like that. And they're sturdy. Has these little tabs with it. And again, it has these little pockets. Same kind of pocket. So, that's part of it, I think, too. And then for my dies, I'm really excited about this one. I'm going to try to cut out the sound where you don't hear a lot of rattling. I should have took them out of the package. I'm sorry about that. But for my dies, and these are magnetic. Same as those other little panels, but these are magnetic. And there's also folders in here. Here's the little folders. And I know they're small, but honestly, maybe I don't need a whole bunch in one packet. You know what I mean? And here's the little magnetic things. And I have lots of these because when I was redoing the stamps and the dies, I bought the big sheets. I think they're bigger than 8.5 by 11, and they work great. But the problem with that is I also put it in one of those big green binders, and I would show it to you, but that's the problem. It's heavy, and I don't like moving it around. So therefore, I kind of steer away from using the dies because I don't want to have to lift it and mess with it. But I found this on Amazon, and it's a little binder like that, and it can be used for stamps or dies. And I have it upside down, I think. No, I don't. Maybe that's how it goes. They come out the bottom. That looks risky. I think they might slide out. Maybe not. But I may change that where they come out the top. So one side's magnetic and one side is this stuff. Now, were those others like that? No, they were slickery on both sides. So I guess this is really cool if you have some of those sets that have a die and a stamp that goes with it. This is going to be really cool for that. And then they just slide up in here. And my dies aren't as bad. I kind of, I did them by shapes. All of my normal triangle, rectangle, circle. That's going to be okay. But I do have some that are more specialized. So again, I'm not sure. Any help that you can give me on how I need to sort would be great. But I think this is really neat. A really neat size. It's something I can move around. I can have set on my desk and be able to pick it up and not have to have both hands to do it. There are 12 sheets in here. And I don't think you could really fit any more, especially once you got your dies and stuff in here. And this came with this and all of these folders and all these cards in it. And this. The extra pieces of the little packets and the things. I don't remember how much it was, but I bought it as a set. But you can buy just this folder. Anyway, if you guys think that looks like it might work, let me know. I'm really excited about this. I think I'm gonna like that. The stamp part, I think I'm gonna like it. I'm praying that I do a system that I can remember and understand. So these are pretty dry. Believe that? That's the reason I did these first, was I thought maybe by the time I got done yakking, they would be dry, and they are. But that's why I can't tell you most of the time where I got it, because they're just in big packets. Half of them spill off, and yes, I know that's because I don't clean them. I don't, whatever. But anyway, if we could skip past the part where I messed up, and you could help me figure out how to fix my mess up, I would be forever grateful. So I thought what I would do is I would take some of these stamps. I think I'm going to use this. I don't know. Let's just play. This is a sunflower. I'm going to put it on the grungy. I always heard if you run your fingers across when you first get them, I don't remember why. I think maybe it takes off. I don't know. It's supposed to stamp better. I know that, but I don't know why. Can't remember. So I'm just going to put it on this. And this is a plate. This isn't really even a stamp block. This is a plate from some kind of a little Sizzix or something that I don't have or no longer have or something. I think I'm going to use this one for this sunflower. And I'm going to use my VersaFine Claire. I guess that's going to work okay since it's dry. And I do this part both ways. Sometimes I bring the stamp to the block, sometimes the block to the stamp. So just, I guess, whatever I'm feeling in the mood for that day. So I'm going to what do I think? I think it looks like you put down a bunch of watercolor and then stamped, and it really doesn't make much sense. I gotta say, though, I do like the stamp. Maybe I don't need to stamp as dark. What do you think? But we're gonna fix this. It's gonna look good. I know it. Okay, so just gonna wipe that a little bit. Look at me being all organized and taking care of my things. I'm kidding. This one looks like it has cherry blossoms. So maybe we'll do it on this one. And I tried to stamp this one lighter. I don't think I want it as dark. And I don't think it's necessary to put it right in the middle. It's just how I'm doing it for whatever reason. Boy, that's pretty. And yes, I think it's better that it's not as dark. We're still going to go in here and brighten some of that up. But I like those for little cards. I made 5 cards, didn't I? And I only have 4 stamps. So this one is one of those things that I think sometimes they're, in my head, I can see them as purple and like yellowish. Like maybe that's when they're about to die or something. They get kind of a yellow color. I'm not sure why I think that. Might not even be right. And I could stamp this off first where it's not as dark, but I'm just trying to do it quickly. And I think it looks kind of funny that I'm putting it right smack in the middle, but I think I'm going to do something else to try to make that not look. Maybe if I didn't do, you know what? I'm not going to do that border. Let's stamp 1 or 2 without the border. And I know you could put washi tape on this so that your border didn't get any ink on it. But I'm better just to wipe it off, I think. I know there's another way to do it too, but it's escaping me at this time. So this is how I'm going to do it. All right, let's see what this looks like. I'm excited about this. I think, you know, I really, what do you think? Better? No, really didn't make a difference. Because I can still see where I wiped that off. Maybe I will have to put something around it. I think I enjoy the channels where they have so many nice samples of what they've done. I don't always have time to make them ahead. Sometimes it's a video like this where I'm doing it as I go, and I don't know that this is probably the best way. But it is my way, and I'm fine with it. I'm just saying, might be better to play around first, because I bet when you got good at this and had your system down, it would be cool. I think these would look good. All right, let's see what we got. It's still, everything's all straight, but I think we can figure out something. I think, you know what? I think this is going to be fine. It's going to be fine. We're going to make it look like something, aren't we? Here's our 5 pieces. Not really sure what they're going to be yet. Journaling cards, probably. Or maybe if I can get them to look good, they might be pockets. Because they're thick. Here's my script stamp. Let's do a little light script along the sides of some of this and see what we do. Okay, so now what do we do with it? I think we should need to color in some spots. Of course, this Claire, this is VersaFine. It's not waterproof or water resistant, however you want to word it. That's okay. I think I'm just going to color in some things. I think I'm just going to use some, and I'm only grabbing this one because I didn't want to get out the whole box again, but like on these daisies, I think I'm just going to add a little bit more color around. Okay, I'm going to have to get out my big box. I need more variety. There we go. Now we got variety. Those are really pretty. They really are. I had done something different, I think, on this square. I don't know, though. I'm really starting to like it. So I'm just going to keep coloring, and I'll fast forward through all that. But I think they're just going to be like writing spots. I really like them. I wish I had called Laura first to tell me how to make these pencils move like I want them to. Or, you know what? Maybe I could just keep playing with it and figure it out. Nah, I'll probably call Laura. Or hopefully somebody out there watching be like, well, if you'd have done this, and that would be nice. I do like that soft background of the watercolor. I know it appears like I've covered it all up, but in real life you can really see it. And I do like these. I hope you do. I hope you like how these turned out. I could see maybe doing a little sewing down one side or somewhere, you know, just a little bit to give it a little bit more texture. But I do like them. Yeah. And so I finished that one, and I'm just going to keep doing some coloring. I may zoom you through it where you don't have to see all that. But I was going to also tell you, you know, speaking of, oh, these are the ones I think should be purple. I don't know why. I think they are in my yard sometimes in the summer. And they're real pretty. They're just like a little purple bud. I don't know what they turn into. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's all they are. But they're pretty. Put some purple in my yellow. Probably make brown. That's my sense of humor. So I'm sorry. I doubt I'm going to be able to change it much. Like I said, I'm old, so been this way my whole life. And my mom used to say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So I have a feeling maybe it's the tone of my voice that makes people think I'm really hating on myself, and I'm not. Okay. I'm starting to like this. I don't know. I really am. I think maybe, and I know you think, well, you should just colored it, but no, look at all that background. That just looks so cool. Creative Cove. Do you ever watch her? She does a lot of things that even as a, you know, somebody that doesn't, like myself, that can't color or draw or whatever, she makes it look like I can do that. And you can, because I've made things that she showed how to do it, you know, a really easy way. Creative Cove. I will link her channel because she just tells you things that, you know, like on these flowers, where you want to do something light, where you want to go back over it heavy. And, you know, I don't, I'm not saying I'm doing it right. I'm just saying she teaches you how to add colors and not be afraid. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but I've done a bunch of different colors on the screen, and it's really pretty. But I thought I would kind of show you what she does. Now, I'm not going to be able to mimic the correct colors because I'm not good like that. And I'm not mocking myself. I'm just not. It's fine to admit when you don't know how to do something. But like, for instance, she might take a darker one and go through the middle on these lines, and you don't have to do it precise. Just mark on them. You know, just do some coloring on those like that. And then she would take a lighter green maybe and go over it. Just color over it, the whole thing, even what you already marked. And again, it don't matter if you're in the lines. It doesn't matter if you color the whole thing. Just mark make. It would be easier to see if these were bigger. It's kind of hard to see because they're small, but I think maybe you'll get what I'm trying to say. And then she would take a darker one and just go around the edge or something. you know, in certain spots, like where you thought the light would hit. And I don't understand that part of coloring at all, like shading. I don't get that. And that's fine. You don't have to. This is just to add layers of color. And then after she did that, she would go back in with one of those 3 or 4 shades of green, maybe the lighter one, and press real hard and color over it, the whole thing. And it just looks neat. It just it just kind of finishes it off. I tell you one that she has, a video that she has that really demonstrates what I'm trying to say, and that is the pumpkins. If you go to her channel and look at the pumpkin video, how to make jack-o'-lanterns, and it's, you know, super easy, you'll see what I'm talking about as far as the colors that she does. Really, really neat. But I'm loving these. I'm not going to do this one because I've already done a daisy or a brown-eyed Susan or whatever that is. But I thought maybe I would kind of trim up these and we could see what we have here. More of a hot pink, not really what I was wanting. None of these are really what I was wanting, but we're going to go with this one. On this. Ooh, I like that. That's turning out good. You know, orange would have been good on that too. And I said that was orange, didn't I? Well, I got an idea. We're going to mix some colors. How about that? You know, as far as color, I love the watercoloring in this one. I may not do anything else to it, really, other than do something with the corners again. I like that one. Anyway, what I was saying is I'm going to have to watch the video and see how I made those colors blend in like that, because that is perfect. That's exactly the look I wanted. And I do like that I took off the border on this one. It doesn't have such a thick border. I'm not okay with the border though. I think these turned out good. I I know that, again, they probably just look like I stamped right down the middle, which I did, and that wasn't really what I was going for, but I gotta say, I really do like them. I'm gonna leave a little bit of the white on that one. I like that someone, even if you don't have, you know, art in your blood or in your genes or in your veins, or, you know, you can still make beautiful things. I think to you, I mean, to me, in my eyes, these are beautiful. I love them. It took a stamp, some watercolor pencils, and distressing. That's what I used, isn't it? Yeah. So I hope you like these. Let me know your thoughts on the stamp storage and the die storage, if you think any of that's going to work out great. Let me know if you like this, if you're going to try some. And again, I love you guys, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.